What's up, everybody? It's your boy Old Man again. Just finished another run, and I have to say I'm feeling way better than I did the other day. Make sure I drink plenty of water and did some stretching. I'm still feeling a little bit only because it's hot out here in Georgia, so I just gotta make sure that I do the proper recovery and that's drinking more water, continue stretching, and make sure I take care of myself. As I said the other day, I'm still battling with myself in the hurt mentally that we are still going through these time and days where we continuously look at people differently because of the color of their skin, the nationality, their religious preference, their sexual orientation, and those things like that, instead of looking at them as a person in the content of their character. I hope and I believe that one day we will all be able to look at each other equally as human beings and then go from that and make a judgment on how they carry themselves. But I'm not going to go into all that. I already went into that the other day. I'm going to go into something that is actually a blessing and a celebration, and that is today. Today is Juneteenth, better known as the day that everyone that is African American in the United States finally found out that they were free from slavery. If you don't know the history and if you haven't read up on it, actually this day is a day that was made as a celebration in Texas due to the fact that in June 19th, 1865, the Union soldiers walked into Texas. Actually, the city that was talked about was Galveston, Texas. Been down there, big up to at Galveston, where the Union soldiers came in and they informed them that all slaves were now free by the sign of the Emancipation Proclamation by President Lincoln. The unfortunate thing, it was 2 months after the actual signing and the end of the Civil War that they knew that. Due to the fact that we didn't have the technology we have today, we didn't have the means to drive across the United States in a matter of minutes to inform everyone of the signing of that declaration. So they still had to do it by horse and carriage. Once that information got to Texas, a lot of y'all don't know that the war was still going on there in Texas due to the fact that they did not know that the Civil War had ended. They were still fighting there as Confederates against the Union for the understanding that the war had not ended. Once that information did arrive, though, that didn't stop the continuous bigotry and onslaught that was seen towards us as African Americans. Even though this is a celebration and this is a day that we all should recognize, and which is now being recognized, and if you don't understand why this day is so important to us as African Americans, look at it as you look at July 4th and the and how we received our independence from the British, and that was us breaking the chains of oppression. I'm gonna say it again. Breaking the chains of oppression from those that believed that they were more superior to us. Deep, ain't that? So we look at it as that too, of a day that everyone was informed that they were no longer in bondage and change and were being oppressed by someone that believed that they were more superior to them. Now, I'm gonna say this, like I said the other day, we still know that things were put into place even after the Civil War to continue to hold us down and to oppress us, and we still go through that today. I don't care what nobody tells me. I don't care how you try to flip it, you try to change it, or you try to make it look all pretty and stuff. It's the truth. And I always say the truth hurts sometimes, but the truth will set you free. So again, not to go into a rant and rave and make this day a dismal day, because I'm gonna sit here and tell you I'm celebrating this day. I say Texas was actually the first state to actually recognize this as a day of celebration. If you live in Texas, you all know that this day usually get off because they recognize this as a state holiday. Now the nation is starting to recognize and realize that this is a special day. As we do for the 4th of July, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, any day that you get a day off, we usually do it to recognize something that was special that happened to our nation, or to recognize something that was unique to us as a country. That is what we're doing today. A lot of states are starting to recognize this day and implement this day as a day of remembrance, as a day of celebration. Some companies are starting to look at this day, excuse me, as a day for us to have off and just enjoy it. As we said it is, people have been saying it, we must take those steps. We've always taken steps forward, and we must continue taking steps forward if we want to get to where we are the so-called social experiment of being able to take many different groups of people and bring us together to make us all live in equality. But the one way that's going to work is if we look at each other as human beings. Once we start to do that, then this actual equality that we talk about, this so-called us living together side by side, can actually work even better. It does work. It is working in some places. However, we just don't want it in small patches. We want it everywhere. And that all predicates to us as human beings, and for us to open our mind and to be mindful of those that are around us, that they are humans just like I am. Again, as I said before, even though it might be cloudy and it looks like it's going to storm, there's always sunlight behind those clouds, and that sunlight will shine through. And as I state that, it is a nice, bright, sunny day. So remember that even though it might be dark and cloudy, that if you continuously believe and you continuously push forward, that the sun will shine and the light will break through and it will make things better. Your boy, Old Man, just finished another run, like I said before. So have a good day. Get out there and push yourself and try to do something, not just to make you better, but make the world better. And I'll holler at y'all probably tomorrow or Sunday on another great run. Come out and join me. You don't got to come out and join me physically, but you come out there and join me mentally. You can join me here on Facebook. You can join me on Instagram. You can join me on Snapchat. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me on any of these social media sites. If you really want to get down with me, though, go ahead and download that Nike Run Club. I'm not trying to promote any one brand, but that's the one I use when I run. You come be part of the team, or you come and hit me up, and we can go ahead and have these challenges with each other and see who can run the most miles in a week, in a day, in a year, in a month, however you want to do it. But just get out here and let's do something, all right? So again, from your boy, Old Man, peace.